Hi, my name is Keith and I'm known as a Florida Stone Man, and today I'm going to talk to you about 5 words you should never use if you are someone who wants to manifest a better life for yourself. So basically, manifestation's always in motion. Law of attraction's always in motion. Some people like to say, "Oh, I'm manifesting right now." Well, life is manifesting constantly. Life is manifesting 24/7. So basically, I'm going to teach you 5 words that you can improve in your vocabulary to see a more and happier life for yourself, and things work out for you more often and better, because sometimes we are our own worst enemies. So basically, today, the first word that I'm going to present to you, and this really does confuse people. I made a 1 word video about it on TikTok and on YouTube, is the word want. So basically, people like, I want to have a better life for myself. I want to have a soulmate. I want this. I want that. Well, you have to think about this. Manifestation is always speaking about the present. The present is where we manifest. We don't manifest for our future. We don't manifest for our past. Every past becomes, every second becomes the present. Every second in the past comes the present, and every second in the present becomes the future. So it's in constant motion. It's a lot to wrap your mind around, but 1 word you should never use is want. You can replace this, and I did make notes to make sure I'm saying this absolutely perfectly. You can replace the word want with desire. It's actually a better word. When you're wanting something, you're in the active state of wanting it, so you're repelling it. You're pushing it away because you don't have it. The law of attraction states that in your current moment is you're attracting what you currently have. And if that's want, you'll attract more want. You'll just attract more of what you don't have, and essentially more of what you don't want just by attracting what you do want. So you can say, I would desire to have this, because this takes a while to get used to saying, correcting yourself, basically being like, okay, and cutting yourself short of saying the word want. So you can say desire. Another thing you can say is would like. I would like this, or it would be nice to have this. It would be nice to basically have this crystal by this day, versus I want sunstone, for example. If I say I want sunstone, that's a continuous energy. It rolls on. It's an eternal, it just continues. It's the dot, dot, dot. So basically, want continues. And that leads me on to my next word, which is need. This is an even worse word that you can use. People come up to me and they say, I need help. I need this. I need that. Think about it like this. Whenever you say you need something, you are very hardcore repelling it. If you're in need versus just like, you want this, this would be nice, need is like want times way more. So basically, you're in a state of lack. If you're in need, then you're pushing away whatever you would like to come to you that much harder, that much quicker, and you attract that much more need. Especially if you're not practicing gratitude, the word need pushes things you want away from you. For example, or the things you actually need away from you as well. If you want or need your ex back, I'm using the first 2 examples. If you go up to them saying, I want you, I need you, and you really want or need, you feel like you need that person back, which if you feel like you need another person, that's a whole other topic on its own, but that's repelling them. That's actively repelling them. Think about it like that. So if you're constantly chasing after someone like that, like if you're trying to get love back, if you are looking for love and you're constantly chasing it, you're repelling it because you're chasing it. If you ever try to, this is a good example, so like when you play with a dog and you chase them and they take off faster and they go faster and faster, versus you turn the other way, you just kind of like do your own thing and they come charging, they make a U-turn and come charging back towards you. Same exact thing. That's how a lot of job interviews go as well. Like, I don't really, I remember way back then when I was applying for interviews, I found out the trick between the words want and need. I remember I went to a job interview and I was just talking to the interviewer, like, oh, like, I don't even need this job. Like, blah, 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 blah. I didn't say that. Like, I basically said that I didn't even, it wasn't really a requirement for me to have the job. I was not in need of the job. It would have been nice to have the job. And just because I said that, because at the last interview before that, I said, I really need this job. And they're like, we'll see. This job interviewer was like, you already have the job. Like, he told me during the interview. I'm like, huh? And like, at that point, I actively manifested it. I didn't say to him, like, I don't need this job. I was like, okay, I don't really need this job. It'd be nice to have it. And that somehow in a law of attraction, and even in his head, it was more of a very more magnetic to him, to the interviewer. So the next word is basically doesn't it gets used commonly with these two words as well, but it's try. And people think I'm just being mean to them when they say, "Oh, I'll try to do this. Yeah, I'll try to heal my chakras. I'll try to get past this love blockage. I'll try to do this." It's a weak word. It's flat out weak. People who succeed, they don't try, they do. They succeeded. They didn't try to succeed. They got to where they're going to do. So don't ever try something. Do it. Flat out, just do it. Don't say you're trying it. Say you're doing it, and you're actually manifesting in the present, because you're attracting more of what you have. If you are trying, you are constantly trying. It's continuous. Keep in mind the ... energy. This video might make sense to some. To some people, it might be like, "Oh, what do you mean?" But words are spells. Words do get manifested. Words have very particular meanings. Our mind channels our voice. Basically, we connect our mind to our voice, and we put out a physical vibration of what we're thinking, and it actually comes back to us. So when you try something, and you're gonna notice if you say I'm doing this, then you're gonna get it done a lot quicker. That's that. I want you guys to try it. I want you guys to try it. I want you guys to do it. There you go. So basically, if you try it, like right now, if I said I want you guys to try it, you're like, yeah, I tried it. And then I'll hear back from you, yeah, I'm trying it, like, it didn't work yet. I'm doing it, and I saw success. So I want you guys to do it. I have fun making these videos. Another word is can't. This word on its own, people think I'm just being mean to them. When you say you can't do something, if you believe you can't, then you can't. If you believe you can, then you can. So I'm not being mean to people when I say, when people are like, yeah, I can't do that. Like, I can't meditate for 30 minutes straight. Yes, you can. If you believe you can't, then you'll never be able to. If you believe you can, then you can do it. So it's just that easy. It's just, if you believe that you can't, you cannot. You're not going to. It's in your mind that you can't. If it's too hard for you in your head, don't do that. Just stick to, yes, I can. Even if you don't believe it, it's going to manifest, and then you're going to forget about you not being able to do it, and then you're going to end up being able to do it. It's just that simple. Just get in the habit of correcting your vocabulary. We're humans, so this pops up on TV, movies, songs, etc. So we're basically programmed to say want, need, try, and can't. It's in all the songs, especially if you listen to some songs on the radio. It's like, yeah, I want you, I need you, I'm trying, but I can't. Like, how many, like, I just made up a song that sounds like a Drake song or something. I'm sorry. Just don't use these words. Like, these words are automatically in our music, so we're just used to saying them, but I just think that's hilarious. And the last word I'm going to get to right now is spent. I bark at people for saying this word spent. Basically, when you say spent, it implies that it's all gone, it's exhausted, and you're just using the resources. And when you spend something, okay, let's just say, for example, you spend all your fuel. Now you're on E, you're on empty. No good. Same thing with people who say they spent their money instead of they use their money. Guess what? When you say spent, you send the energy of spent out. And believe me now, words have power. If you say used, then you used. But even better, if you say, I spent my energy today, then it didn't come back to you. Your energy didn't come back. You spent it. It used. It got, not just used, it got spent and didn't come back. Versus I used my energy today. I still have my energy. I didn't spend it. I'm not spent. When I go to the gym and I leave the gym, I use my energy to work out, but I'm not spent. If I was spent, I wouldn't be back in the gym the next day. So that's another word that you can get in the habit of not saying, and you'll notice things manifest so much more smooth, so much more easy, so much more beautifully. I'm not just saying these things to just say them. I'm saying them because I've actually noticed them, and I've made a major improvement. And I've noticed so much more better things happening in my life just because I changed a few things. I correct my mother on this all the time. I just basically say to her, like, she knows my intention. Like, she has an upbringing. Basically, it's kind of annoying to her. She's like, oh, I have to like switch my words again. But yeah, and it's been a major improvement in her life that she has actually switched her word. She didn't try it, she did it. When she said she was going to try it, she kept trying it, and I said, don't try it, do it, and then now she's doing it. So that's another example. So one thing you can use for spent is circulate. I circulated my energy. It came back to me. I called my energy back, and now it's back. I didn't spend my energy. That's that. The thing is, if you went to the movies, for example, and you use your money to watch the movie, use your money on popcorn, which popcorn at the movies is like, let's say like $20 at this movie theater, right? Did you spend your money? Did you spend your time? Or did you use your time and you got enjoyment out of it? Now you're leaving the movies and you're happy. You circulated that time. You basically used your energy to something more productive, and now it came back to you, and you're glad that you did it, versus you're completely spent. You don't want to be spent. You don't ever want to be spent. That means zilch, zero, done. So these are 5 words. This might be a little weird for some people to watch this video. They're like, I have to change my whole vocabulary. Well, you don't have to, but this will definitely help you if you want to manifest a better life for yourself faster and quicker. This is what I've noticed. It's taken me a long time to switch these words out, but I did it. I didn't try it, I did it. Guys, the 5 words in this video: want, need, can't, spent. I'll make more words in the future, but these are the main 5 that I know that when you guys start using, it's gonna change your life. Whatever you want to manifest, it's gonna be that much faster. You're gonna be grateful that you watched this video and that you didn't try, that you did this video. And from anyone who watches this video, just say, I couldn't do it. Yes, you could. Because if you believe you can't, then you definitely won't be able to. Same thing with school and college. There are some classes I had no business passing, but I said to myself, I can do this. I can do it. I don't even know how, but I'm going to do it. I did it. I didn't try. I did it. Like, I failed a few classes in organic chemistry. I tried, and I tried, and I tried, and I tried. And then I realized, let me just do this instead of keep trying, instead of keep failing. And then I did it, and then no one ever asked me. I got like a C in that class. I did it. So words are spells. Words are very specific. You get to choose what you want to manifest just by being so picky with your words. It's actually very worth it to switch your words and your vocabulary. You'll see a major difference. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments. I'll make more videos like this in the future. This is a major difference to a lot of people who want to change the way they manifest and how fast they manifest. If you have any questions, ask them and I'll answer them. Until then, ciao.